So let's just jump right into it. We want to make this super tactical and show you guys exactly what we do when we consult with brands, when we work with brands, the brands that we have built. And at the center of it is, I like to call your media network, right? Like this is like your home base. So this could be your show. This could be, it could be video, it could be audio, this could be Twitter if you're writing, like whatever that it is. This could be LinkedIn, like whatever that is, but you have a core show that you have that's all part of your media network, all right? Then the next thing that you need for this is distribution. How are you going to take the thing that you're creating? So like this thing right now that we're doing, we put it on YouTube. And
all the socials.
We make it a podcast. We take clips and we put it on but all of that is distribution.
Yeah, and you've got to start thinking about it like we do one thing and it gets distributed everywhere, right? Like you might not be seeing this visually on an MP4 if you're looking at a podcast, but it's also on YouTube. It gets chopped. There's some really good content pieces that show up on Twitter, LinkedIn. We can break that down and use ChatGPT on some LinkedIn stuff, some Twitter stuff, but also you're going to get the Instagrams, the TikToks. You're going to get it everywhere based off one good thing, strong frameworks. You can't just like shoot random crap. That's one thing that you cannot do. You actually have to kind of give value, whether it's on a longer form podcast or some tactical stuff like this.
Yeah, so distribution, the way I think about it is there's organic and then there's paid, right? Really simple, but you have to think about this because if you're gonna post something out on YouTube for the first time, like the first video that I post gets 2 views, right? It gets 5 views, right? And so you're gonna have to build this over time, or you use paid to drive up views, which then drives organic, which is something that we do a ton, we'll put a video up on YouTube, we'll put a video up on Facebook, we'll put it up on TikTok, and we'll put money behind that to our core audience, get a ton of views, but then the algorithm's like, whoa, there's a ton of people watching this. There's a ton of people commenting on this because of what you said, which is if you create good stuff, the algorithm starts to find it.
100%.
If you create bad stuff and you pay to distribute it, it goes nowhere because then your engagement, your watch rate's not there, your comments aren't there, your likes aren't there. So creating good stuff, right? Your show, whatever that it is, and then use paid to fuel organic. That is the first step in kind of the distribution.
So big thing you said there, creating really good stuff. That doesn't just mean generic big things. That is like top of funnel, like big audience type stuff. But for example, if you go to TikTok, and you go to TikTok and you search aliens, right? If you go into that video and you look at the top of the search, it'll say something like aliens, Anunnaki, or some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
If you go to like over here, you'll see kind of like social media marketing tips. If you don't see anything, it's because your video, TikTok is kind of saying like, I don't know where to go. And so you're getting lack of views. So really be relevant and specific on a topic, because if you don't, it's just going to make, the algorithm's a machine, right? And so if it doesn't really understand the conversation or where it's going or the flow or cadence of the particular topic, it's just gonna go, I don't know, 200 views.
Yeah, so what you just said, YouTube does it too, and it's auto-suggest. Right? And so this is huge because like you said, there's the search bar, and if you type searching in like real estate, it's gonna start filling this in because it knows, hey, this is the most popular search. This is the second most popular
Localized,
search.
it's Orlando.
Orlando, is it the Winter Park? Is it Winter Springs? Is it Ocoee? Is it DeLand? Is it like whatever that it is?
Right.
And then you're like real estate and you're like Orlando, you're right, then it's investing. Is it homes for sale? And so this is huge because this tells you exactly what people are already looking for. You don't have to reinvent the wheel.
Yeah, these are search engines, just like Google is. TikTok is actually the #1 search engine in the world now, then followed by YouTube. Third is actually Google.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts.
It's crazy.
And it might lose to ChatGPT soon.
So this is the core, right? So you have your show, you're doing this hopefully more than weekly, but like at least weekly, right?
Ideally, you want to do, if you're going to go into YouTube and stuff like that, you want to go 2 times a week minimum, and you want to keep the exact same cadence. If you start doing 2 videos on YouTube and then you go back to like 1, it's actually going to mess up the algorithm, so be very careful with that stuff.
So the biggest mistake people make in this is they see that and they're like, all right, well, I'm going to go all in. I love this, I'm all in, and I'm going to go 7 days a week. You know how long they make it?
For 1 quarter, max.
Yeah, but you know how long they make it? A week. Maybe. Because
then you're burnt out.
Then you're burnt out, or your cousin, sister's friend gives you a phone call and you can't shoot it, and then your kid, he's sick from school. Like
I already shot some stuff. It's all good.
I already shot some stuff. So